In this video, we're going to create this table step by step together. Hi, I'm Aryan and I help engineers and creative minds to bring their ideas into reality using simple techniques in SolidWorks. So if this is something for you, hit the subscribe button and let's begin. Okay, we want to create this table and this is the step-by-step tutorial for it. You could see the steps if you slow down the video, if you want to read it yourself, but I'm just gonna skip every 3 or 4 steps at a time because it would be way too long if we want to go over every single step. So we want to draw something like this. Center line, a normal line with 120, 85, 200, and 250 millimeters. So set your units to mmgs to work with millimeters. Now in this case, we want to activate the sketch, make a line, draw another line, draw a midpoint line from here. All right, I'm going to select these two, make them for construction. If I remember, it was 120. This was 85. We had 200 here, and we had 250 here, which is fine. We're gonna have this. Then we go to the surface tab and we select revolved surface. We're gonna revolve this line around this axis, but at 135 degree, not 360. So we do it at 135 and click OK. We want to activate front plane, make it normal too. Now we want to draw the following on the front plane. Select line, start from this corner, go all the way to the midpoint. The midpoint will be shown. This line will be fully defined from this point, coincident to this edge. Still underdefined, we're going to use smart dimension, set the angle at 10. We're going to work with spline, start somewhere from here and somewhere from on this edge, starting with smart dimension. This point to this point is 30. Here to here is also 30. Now we're going to click on the spline, move this arrow and move this arrow a little bit. And while this arrow is highlighted, hold Control on your keyboard, select this line, make him go parallel. Do the same for this one, Control parallel. Now again, smart dimension, we're gonna set each one to 500. Right, this is what we want. After we did this, rebuild the sketch, select trim surface. We have already our trim tool, which is the sketch. We're gonna select the surface in the middle. Make sure to check keep, not remove, otherwise we remove that. We want to keep this and get rid of the rest, and this is what we get. Now we're gonna go back to our features tab, which I already have added move copy body as a feature. If you haven't, no worries, just type move copy body, you will find it, as long as your search is set to commands and none of the other 3. Set it to commands, then you can type the name of the feature and it will pop up here. So move copy body, we're gonna select it, we're gonna rotate it. If you're not on this menu, again guys, watch my previous videos, make sure go to the options section of the property manager and check or click on translate or rotate. Then it will bring you to this menu. Make sure the copy is checked. 1 copy is enough. We're not gonna translate, we're gonna rotate around the origin point, around the z-axis in this case at 180 degrees, and we click OK. So this is what we have. Now we're gonna select, in this case, top plane, a plane that cuts them vertically in half. Make our view normal too. We're gonna draw a vertical line up with a length of 60 and the distance to the origin point of 10, and we're gonna rebuild our sketch, leaving it like this. Now we're gonna work with a lofted surface. So surface tab, loft, starting with this edge, continuing with this line, ending on this edge. This is not right. Make sure the starting point, which is this green dot over here, and the end point, which is this one, are not aligned on one plane, so move it to the side and that's fine. But we're not done yet. We're gonna open start end constraints and make both of them tangent to the face. Value 1 is fine, and we're gonna click OK. In this way, we have this plane tangential to the other two. Now we're gonna need the 3 surfaces together, merge entities, click OK. And just to show you some of the steps on the tutorial so far, I'm gonna scroll down. You could slow down the video if you wish. So we did this. We added the spline, we added the values, 500, 30, 30. We kept it, rotated it, and then we drew the line 60, 10. We used the loft, tangency, fine. And then we just knitted the surfaces together, and here we are. Okay, we're gonna rotate this just to give you some preview. Rotate this using move body copy and then knit them again together. Then we're gonna do offset, then we're gonna add thickness, and basically we're done. So let's just quickly give you this for a screen recording. If you want to slow down the tutorial, because I'm giving this tutorial, which is part of my course, for free, slow down the video if you wish. Now at this point, this is the tabletop, no challenge. All right, let's continue by going back to the move copy body, select this, rotate it around the origin point, zoom in if you have to, and this is this time X 180 degrees. Click OK. Go to the surface tab. We're gonna knit these 2 surfaces together to create one surface entity. Now we're gonna offset this for the value of 0. You might be asking yourselves, why offset it to the value of 0? And it is for the next step, because when we do that, we just create one united surface that we can thicken by one selection only. Value 5 from one direction, guys, not both, not the other. On the left side, click OK. Then again, select that, do it again, thicken. Fine, let's do that. Uncheck merge results because we want to create 2 layers of table like this. I wanted to thicken it on the inside, but we just did it reverse. That's fine. Now we have 2 layers. We're going to select the inner layer and click on fillet. Set the value to 4 and click OK. Now we have 2 solid bodies. If you can open the file, you can see it. We have the outer one. Let's just change the color so you can see. Outer one, we set it to white. The inner one, I'm going to set it to black or dark gray. So you can see this is the table. And from this point on, all you have to do is to create the tabletop, which is no challenge for you if you have made it to this point. This is the cherry on the top. That doesn't challenge you much. Just do it like this. Right. Uncheck merge results. It's too thick. Remove it to 7. This is our tabletop. You could round the edges. As I showed you in the previous video, you could drag this window a little bit wider, click on this arrow and make the tabletop actually see-through. Now you could do some renderings and this will be your table. If you like this tutorial or you want to have access to all the other 99 tutorials on my product, enroll in my course and you get all of that. This tutorial that you just watched is one of the many tutorials that you would get if you enroll in my course. The course is over 20 hours of video tutorials, step-by-step teaching you SolidWorks, and to bring what you learn into practice, you get access to hundreds of tutorials, one of which we just did, and in the previous episode we did another. So if you're interested, and if you're a serious SolidWorks learner, I highly recommend you to click on the link in the description below and see what we have to offer. You have nothing to lose. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so just go in, check what we have, and see if this is for you. If it is, you get access to a private forum and all these tutorials, a bunch of other cool PDF and other bonuses as well. So I hope I see many of you guys on board soon.